Ooh.
Someone's left is Nanako and Dojima. Yep, well, Nanako Dojima. Back to that Dojima residence! I forgot something. Hey, Philemon. If you really are Philemon, Alice says you are, but I'm not too sure, because Philemon wasn't blue!
Dramatic music.
Christian is so confused.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I'll talk about a P1 and P2 character. Yeah, think of him as the guy who essentially... pretty much he's the person who created Igor.
He's beyond the man with the big nose.
To try and put it simply, well, as he would put it, he is half of humanity.
Oh, so he makes up half the population.
Big bro. No parting words from you?
Hey!
Anyway, other goodbyes coming. Do you see all your friends? Not all of them. So they'll leave here with any regrets. And see you. Cry? I see your face. You're taking my face.
Did you cry?
Did you have to come all the way here to see my face? We've only been together for about a year, but kids grow up surprisingly fast. Nanako, you remember what we promised? Take care of yourself, big bro. Don't get sick. Yep. Don't look so sad, Nanako. We're all family, remember? Doesn't matter if we're apart. We can go see him when I get on vacation. We can take up about everything that's happened since we last saw each other, right?
Big bro.
You remember me? It's a promise. Come on, don't cry. We're not crying. Oh well. Some kids end up being pushed around by their parents. Same goes for you, you. You was all that long up to consider, but I did enjoy your time with us. We really think of you as a part of our family. How much of this kid turned up to such an upstanding young man? Yo, what you trying to say? Yanko also told me you have a spare moment. You're gonna come visit us anytime. I'll leave your room just like it is. You're just second home, you know. So up to Dojima, Nanako, and yourself. Look, I want to marry you, big bro. No.
I'm sorry, what?
You're a stud, you. So like, are we still available by the time you're an adult? That'd be a long time, wouldn't it, you, right? Might as well looking straight into your eyes and just seem to be joking.
It'll be so long, I'll be a corpse.
Did you say goodbye to everyone yet? It's about time. Why don't you go around and about say everyone missed you? Besides, I don't think you really had the whole peaceful small town experience when you were here. I think about it, the case began shortly after you arrived and finally ended a few months ago. So happened when you were here in Inaba. I guess it was just a quirk of fate. Wait, let's get going. We'll be going home too.
Safe state detected.
No, that was a lag spike.
Right.
Yo. Well, this is it.
You really are leaving, huh? It hasn't really hit me yet.
No more senpai from tomorrow on.
Hey, quit crying. It's way too soon for that. Sheesh. That stuff's kind of contagious, you know? We gotta put on a good face for Senpai.
It will be all right. We can see him again at any time should we choose.
The long holidays are coming up soon in May, so you better come back to visit.
I've already reserved rooms at our inn. Let's have another sleepover.
This time, our surprise sneak attack won't fail.
Is it me, or is that guy getting more and more aggressive lately?
He's learning.
Big bro? I don't want you to go away.
Nanako, didn't you promise that you wouldn't cry? Building a case against Adachi is going pretty smoothly. After all, he's made a full confession to his crimes.
Ultimax says otherwise.
There haven't been any more incidents since then. Inaba's finally back to its normal, peaceful self. And Nanako's better now too. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thanks for everything. To me, you're just as much a part of this family as Nanako. I'm really glad you came to stay with us.
We'll always be here. Come back anytime you want.
I'll be at Junes too. I'm gonna keep working there and living at Yosuke's place.
At this rate, you'll be a full-time employee.
Reigning over the store as Junes's idol. Pretty cool, eh, baby?
Hell no. Junes doesn't need an idol.
But you know, I am a little worried about the other world.
That world still exists, even now. There is no longer anyone deliberately using it for evil, but we have no assurance that it won't happen again. If it does, Senpai, we'll expect your full cooperation.
Naoto-kun, don't even joke about that.
It's almost time. You better get on the train.
Come back anytime you want. We can eat ramen again.
Me and Daisuke will definitely come crash at your place someday.
If anything happens, you can always come back here. I'll be waiting for you. It's going to be lonely without you. Really lonely. But we'll meet again soon, right?
Oh, look, it's this cutscene again. Except
But with
now
no
look,
fog. And Nanako's twig legs.
Well, see ya.
Good luck over there, too.
If anything happens on your end, we'll come running.
Until we meet again, Senpai.
There goes that weird audio.
Senpai, I'll be waiting for you.
See ya. Take care.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, be careful.
I'll see you, Big Bro. Bye-bye. Thank you for everything. Stay well until we meet again someday.
You'll always be my sensei forever!
Please don't forget about us over there.
I love you, Senpai.
I'll do my best! You better not run away too, Senpai!
I'll always remember our time together.
Distance doesn't matter to us! Even if we're separated, we're still friends!
Take care.
Bye, Senpai!
I'll miss you.
Small train.
And thus we have BNP4 again, because like what, the fourth time we've seen credits?
Yeah, how long did it take? Like a whole fucking year?
All right. Hey Andy, you still here?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Can anyone fucking hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
now we can hear you now.
Holy fucking shit!
Hey, look, the credits aren't ominous anymore.
Oh, we got an actual song playing.
Armando was trapped in microphone hell for like the past 2 hours, guys.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, Christian question.
What?
Why didn't the Midnight Channel vanish without, say, the Monosagiri's not there?
I don't know. Oh,
Why didn't you Narukami get his ability to use personas? Because he never faced a shadow. Where did
Just
Dachi
kept
get
it like that.
Where did Dachi get his ability to use persona?
Coincidence. It just happened. It just
Plot
worked.
twist there, twins. LOL.
Why can Amatame use go into the TV world? Is he a persona? We never established that. Kind of messed up. We don't have answered those questions.
Chris is just fucking done.
Listen, I can finally be free from the Persona mind. For a little while.
Oh!
God damn it. Back to the mines, boys!
Man says he was free from the Persona 4 mines! For friends. Switch out the prep for tomorrow. No. But I wanna. I'm not finished yet. Stop by food court one last time. Let's reminisce about what happened over this year. Although we'll all be alone, ain't nobody coming in here unless they're freaking nerds. Look, it's the food court we called our special headquarters. It's a dumb name Adachi went. Wow, you guys sound stupid. She has spent so many afternoons going over the case with everyone. Just sitting here brings back a lot of memories. Think about murders!
Huh?
She's talking about our kidnappings.
What a coincidence!
And we'll still keep doing that in Ultimax. Not Ultimax, in Arena.
So you guys
And Ultimax... and Ultimax, she can fight back.
It's our very own special headquarters. There's
And in his own head.
Yo there, senpai.
Twice.
We had a feeling we'd run into everyone if we came here.
Almost 3. Count Country Social Link.
We were planning on seeing you off at the station tomorrow. But I was feeling too restless, so I decided to come here.
Why?
Well, since we're all here, why don't we have something to eat?
They all decided to come here together to reminisce about the year.
And make Yosuke pay for everything.
What's if you're fast making Yosuke pay for everything?
Will you shut up about your steaks?
Okay, so...
I really had fun in this world.
Dude, your whole existence is about fun. Well, what we've gone through wasn't all fun and games. But I gotta say, I've never felt so fulfilled in my life.
It seems we've been working on this forever, but at the same time, it felt like it went so fast. We won't ever gather here again like this, or tear our hair out trying to solve the mysteries.
Well, Persona Q2, Arena Ultimax got you covered.
Gotta milk these characters.
Even if we wanted to talk about it all, there were so many extraordinary things that no one would believe us.
It's funny because people say P4 has milked the most, but mainline SMT has been milked just as hard.
Come to think
That's a lie.
of it,
Mainline SMT hasn't had a game in over 10 years.
Started when Chie told me about the
Lots of cell phone games, freaking tie-in novel, tie-in what if novels. That's a lot of stuff.
I think I heard about it from her too. How did you learn about it, Chie?
I guess it was just a random rumor. A lot of girls were trying it out.
Huh. I wonder how it started then.
Who knows? Maybe someone accidentally came across it.
The Midnight Channel. You know, that really was the cause of everything. I mean, the fog lifted after we caught Adachi, but there's still a lot of stuff that isn't clear yet. It's still foggy over there, too.
Some weird guy might use it to do bad things again.
Didn't that ominous something monster say it granted us power?
I bestowed power onto those who could brave the Hollow Forest.
We didn't even brave the Hollow Forest. The Hollow Forest is a dungeon in P4G.
In other words, He gave the power to enter TVs to
Oh, you
those who
just spoiled
awaken
the
to their
last secret
persona
dungeon.
ability.
I just pulled the name of it. I was saying it's just weird to say you voted the Hollow Forest. No, we didn't. You didn't even. That's not even in this game.
So that he might use us as pawns to enact his scheme.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't your hand suddenly slip into the TV even before anything happened to you? Does that mean you're an exception? Well, wait. Then what about Adachi and Namatame? Those two could go inside TVs before all this stuff about personas, right?
What? Then Senpai and the other two could do it for some other reason?
Then there must be something you're not remembering. Anything come to your mind, Senpai?
You probably the TVs before your persona awaken. The same goes for Adachi and Namatame. You remember that Nanako gave you something in the morning as you were about to leave.
A letter? Hey, this better not be another warning.
And the letter says, give me the Turbo Man doll.
This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue. I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you. Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over.
Nonsense. You're gonna be in Ultimax. You're gonna be in dancing. You're gonna be a DLC navigator in Q.
As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started. About that midnight channel. Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow.
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world. The Midnight Channel. The ability to enter TVs. They all feel like separate things. You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right? There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor? Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head.
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
About the TVs, where everything about this case started. With the Midnight Channel from Chia a few days after coming to his town was told you the rumor. But Adachi and Tommy heard about the Midnight Channel from someone immediately after coming to his town. Think about it, you feel as if something happened to you as well upon your arrival here.
We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded
Christian,
in
what
solving.
happened when Arakami got
The
here?
monster we
The
fought
creepy
last
gas
said we did
station
well
lady.
in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well.
What does this mean?
Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme, and none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it?
Hey, this scheme. Could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
Could have given you the initial spark for his power. What he meant immediately after coming to his town was... Okay, you didn't see them confront the truth. It was Dojima. He gave me the power. So I can solve the case in his stead, and he can get all the credit for it.
Enjoy,
Son
Chris.
of a bitch!
Enjoy your adventure, Chris. I leave.
Good night.
Hey.
You're seeing your friends? I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
It's all son. So we're out of town.
What's wrong?
Day first came to town. See, when friends greet you, right? So someone on the way home. Prishinako left home this afternoon. I picked you up and came straight home. Yeah, but I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much. Then a strange murder started. So what's happened since then? It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
Hey, big bro.
Sorry, did we start with that place? The gas station? I used the bathroom there. You got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant.
Well...
First met you, remember the gas attendant because he was weird. Actually, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh? I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I remember seeing him much more, so he stuck in my mind. I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Cause think of it, I never saw that guy again. Which way that attendant looked weird? He talked to me, looked sick, big bro. Remember asking on the way home, are you car sick? Said you were okay, but at 10, he was a little scary for some reason. I didn't know about that. I was surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce. Looking for a person you met first. So going to attendant, do you know him?
I see.
Remember that you leave tomorrow. Don't know where you're up to, but you should come back home early. Some dark clouds on the horizon. Might get some rain soon.
Yeah!
Okay. Top of the gas station. Something will jog your memories. And you said you were out of Persona 4 Mines, Christian. Now be straight with me. Did you actually? You probably knew about this already, didn't you?
I actually didn't. I actually didn't know about this.
I thought you were effing with me with the whole entire freaking, freaking P4 Mines thing.
I genuinely thought that was the end.
I'm like, there's no way this man thought the final boss was that much of a chump, right? I mean, after you see Nyx, bro, thought like, nah, he probably knows his mess is just pretending like he doesn't.
I actually did it. There's another fucking boss fight.
Another
hold it right there, but I really have to take a piss. I'll be back.
Where'd the gas station attendant go?
Sleep too.
Just asking random people on the street, are you behind all this? Just probably wait for Christian to come back. Time for your favorite pastime. Talking to NPCs to see if they know about the mystery.
Oh, fuck's sake.
First met you right here before that. I don't know. Something wrong? Are you behind all this? Been waiting, you acting a scene from a movie? Did you give me the power? And for now, even someone like me has a limit, you know. So you didn't know anything. You never comment going to random people going, did you give me the power?
I figured that fight was suspiciously too easy. And, well, too mundane.
You're talking about the fight had 2 turns, everything.
But it's like... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, yeah, I guess it counts.
Honest, what do you mean? Did you give me the power? Probably that's sort of quiz, I don't get it. Know anything. Also, when we asked someone else earlier, that little girl said that the gas station they were talking about never worked there. So there might be other women working there. But how? We saw them every single time. We saw them constantly throughout the playthrough, right?
In the rain.
Yeah, we saw them. We talked to them. So how can they not exist? I already talked to you guys.
Did they really hide the freaking actual final boss behind the? Oh lord, nah, you already finished everything. Go say goodbye to your friends.
See, people defend this decision by saying, well, it's a mystery game, so you should have been thinking about that. Problem is, Naoto even brings up the loose ends and goes, it doesn't matter.
It's even in an obscure ass place like the food court. You wouldn't think to go back in there at this point in the
Correction, you wanted to go back there after the game gives you a don't you want to leave? Don't you want to leave already? Prompt.
Yeah, but like in general, because like none of your social links will be there, so you wouldn't go there.
Is someone missing? I mean, that one person in school.
I'm calling it as I see it. That's bad game design.
Let's just say, from what I've seen, the popular vote is that the ending I showed you earlier is the preferred one, and that this scenario brings the game down a bit.
Oh.
That having to do this whole section, like, this was not needed. I talk to everybody here. What do you want me to do, game? Just want me to go in shops and go talk to people being like, did you give me the power? Answer me, I'm going crazy. Good. Power. Oh, just cancel the dialogue. There's no one back here. Back to June S? Question mark? I mean, I don't need to be here. So they come back when I got info.
Dojima did say something about rain in the night.
Wait, so no, wait, you said I was gonna be raiding soon. Gotta talk to Dojima again. Let me help you. We should go back home today. Some dark clouds on the horizon. Might get some rain soon. So you get those gas stations. We're studying their jogging memory. But I went there and nothing. Didn't get any closer than I wanted to. Should go in there. Go to our room, guys. Anything to say to me?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
There's one last thing.
Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied? What may that be? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing. Ah, this is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well. That is a crystal of power, which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Dang, orb of sight.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end. one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
Thank you. BS can't swim me this time. You. Hey, you need something? Isn't it where first? First, what are you talking about? It's a part-time job. Sorry, we don't have any opening yet. I see a murder suspect. Real tragedy, wasn't it? Case was solved, right? Thank goodness. Well, that's a weird question to ask. I know I was right here. I haven't met them before. It's not for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. But I don't like to know them personally. What did I say? You mind leaving me alone? Do you need something? I said leave me alone. Did you miss that? To those two? That's right, I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. So I gave them saying, welcome to Inabo. But that's all. Just that. What about it? What did I do? Don't you remember? Maybe we first came to town and did the same thing as what I did to those two. I greeted you. That's all, remember? We talked for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna ask you something. All these questions. Isn't that bothering you about the time when we first met? Amazing! You reached me at last! Let's drop this charade. To be quite honest, I was waiting for you to come. Adachi, Namatame, and you. It is I who awakened that power within you three, the ones who had potential. Having said that, I'm rather surprised.
So the last battle wasn't enough for you? You certainly have the powers I was expecting. For your special potential, of course. Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this. Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
For extreme dizziness.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for? What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal. I am Izanami. Aminosagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago. You awakened to a power I had not imagined. And now, you face me with it. I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
This encounter was aided by everything. Her name was Izanami. Hear your friend's voice in the distance.
Hey, are you alright? Who is that you were just talking to?
Did you not see them floating?
Did she
Damn well, you
just
motherfuckers can see
disappear?
that.
Wait, don't tell me.
What happened between you and the gas station attendant?
So, it wasn't over after all.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world? If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
Okay, the others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time.
So really, like, none of y'all brought an umbrella?
All right, then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Junes.
Like, fuck, we're modeling that.
It is an army who waits for you in the other world. If I truly gave birth to Amasagiri, as long as left alone, the town would definitely fall into the fog again someday. That would happen. Everyone, all those pressed to you, would become mere shadows. The most important task you face, it must be taken care of before leaving town. Rest assure complete peace for this town where you've lived with everyone. Let's go to a shopping district, get some supplies. I thought like it matters because for this one day you're able to walk in and out of the TV world without wasting any time. Don't ask how that works when that's not how that works for the rest of the game. Everything's discounted. Yeah. Back to Junes. That was a pull. Still ain't Narukami.
Not over yet.
You're getting upset.
I thought it was over, man.
That the best part is? We're gonna have to do it again and go. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do pretty much the Adachi boss fight again in Golden, which includes this because Golden makes changes to it. Doesn't happen until now, but now we beat this and now we put an end to this, right? Since we spread out all over town until a moment ago, let's go over what happened. Why didn't it go over what happened? So we end this properly. No, we don't. Go into the TV.
By the
Let's
way,
go, Senpai.
when we get to the golden part, you're welcome to cheese as much as you want.
Only in Goemon cheese. You're like, Izanami? No, no cheese. Still not allowed. You had your one, and you used it against Adachi.
And it seems like a new area has formed.
I bet it's that lady. She's waiting for us there. That reminds me. That Amino something we beat said stuff like, we'll meet again. If that thing's gonna show up again, let's crush him completely so he can't cause any more problems from here on out.
Damn straight. Let's go snap that thing in two. We'll do it and give Senpai a big farewell tomorrow.
Let's do our best like always, leader.
It's kind of sad that this really is gonna be the last time we do something like this. You know, this might sound like a weird thing to say, but it was a lot of fun.
That's because we all strove together toward a common goal. There were many things we believed in without questioning them. The culprit's identity, their motives. There were many occasions where we nearly gave up.
It may have been easier if we'd chosen to look the other way, but we didn't.
Even if we had to fight every inch of our way, I want to go on feeling, seeing, touching, and thinking for myself.
Yeah. Still, one person alone can only understand so much. That's why we're all here together.
Right! All for one and one for all!
So long as someone's got your back, you can kick against the pricks no matter how tough they are.
This is for our future!
So we can see him off tomorrow with no regrets.
Ew. Yosuke always has to try to make himself look all cool. But he's so pathetic, it makes my skin crawl.
Probably just fleas on your ratty old suit. I spilled juice on you earlier.
No wonder I smell of orangey freshness.
Well then, let's do this!
Who's ready for the actual final effing dungeon of the game?
Wait, there's a dungeon too?
Yep.
Oh.
And it's one of those cases where I believe there is no actual gimmick to the dungeon. It's just you just walk into the boss.
It's 4:30.
Yes, I know. You thought there wouldn't be a dungeon?
Another fucking dungeon.
Oh, you thought there wouldn't be a dungeon?
I was hoping there wouldn't be a dungeon.
You thought there wouldn't be a dungeon? You were praying for not another dungeon? Hey, do you remember this place?
No, I don't remember this place.
Remember when we had that weird dream where we fought that weird entity covered in fog, and we had that silhouette of the Nagi we kept summoning?
All the way at the start of the game?
Yep. This is that place. I go to Yamotsu Hirosaka. Don't feel anything like the other areas. We're going to rescue someone. Can sense the restless heart and how unstable it felt. It's not that here. It's not a person not have a heart or something. Who is she? Anyways, be careful.
What do we got here?
So right, no permission to cheese, right?
You have full permission to cheese until we get to the boss.
You gave in!
I said until we get to the boss.
That didn't work.
I don't really care about standard moves.
Couldn't quite beat it. It's over.
Amazing, Yukiko-senpai.
She is unreal.
So far.
Now.
Let me ask yourself, Kay, did you over-level to prepare for this dungeon? The answer is no. That's just how long it took to get Hasotobi. Not worth it. It's not worth the effort.
Honestly, the only reason I'm giving in so far is because I don't really want to stay up till like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning again.
Now you may ask yourself, does P5 have a similar situation? Where you gotta do some obscure thing or get the true ending.
I still think that's a really bad design.
He came without currying in fear. It's that bravery or innocence. Very well, be waiting for you in the Yamotsu Hirosaka. That is an Nami? Let's not freak out, come on. The answer is P5 technically does, but the answer is so blatantly obvious it's to be stupid to get it wrong. And even then, your only punishment is getting a bad ending, which you can just reload for.
I still, it's just bad design. Why would you hide that in such an obscure fucking place?
Because everybody on the internet excuses this by saying it's a P4 is supposed to be a mystery game. So of course the true ending is being hidden away from you because you gotta solve the mystery.
Like
even
that,
though
it's not mystery, it's literally just basically random.
Even though I'd argue that because P4 story is so on rails, that the idea that the player has to actually look for a true ending actually comes straight out of left field and is not incorporated to the game well, so there's no ways to expect it.
Like, I honestly thought the game was over. Even the credits implied everything was all good now.
You know what the worst part is?
What?
We're gonna have the exact same credits.
Like, there was nothing at all to hint that, oh yeah, no, this just go to Junes and get past 3 prompts that tell you, lol, there's nothing here.
Like the only thing pretty much telling you pretty much what I told you, which was, hey, why this, and this, is what Atlas was hoping you would do. Keyword being hoping, because I've seen on the internet, barely anyone actually thought like that. No one actually went, why did the main character have the ability? Why did Adachi have the ability? Why did Namatami have the ability? Why does the fog still exist if a Monster has been defeated?
Honestly, how people would just get thrown into TVs left and right. I thought TVs in this world just suck you in for some reason.
So you have come to realize, seen him in this corridor. You've seen it before, haven't you? What you saw in your dream that night was a result of your awakening to your power. Could be fate that now await your arrival. Is that Zanami again? Senpai, the truth of what you just said, hey, no matter what kind of enemy we're facing, we have to fight. Right, Senpai?
Senpai!
Oh, so you may ask, who exactly is Izanami in mythology? Simple. Izanami is the wife of Izanagi. That is also her sister.
I don't know why I know this, but I know this. I don't even remember where I learned it from. That's the most fucked up part.
we gotta go after our sister wife.
Amazing, Senpai! 4 enemies defeated!
I would go more into this, but that's kind of what the boss fight does, so no reason to say it before it happens. They'll be questioning what's up at mini boss. So you're questioning, so what's entirely up with Magatu Tanagi? I probably retained face see how strong they are. Now Tanagi is essentially just Izanagi but corrupted. Just like how Adachi was a freaking serial killer. He was corrupted. So his persona was also corrupted. Then also the red aura is a reference to mainline. Where in mainline you have this red energy called Magatsuhi.
One enemy to go. Keep it up.
I have to see Chie still keeping the status quo.
she is holding on to that mist text. So good luck.
Come on down! Lay down and die already!
No, we're this
shit is getting on my nerves.
Reminder, we're 9 levels ahead of this thing, and we're still missing.
It's over. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, okay.
Couldn't finish it.
Somehow I don't think this thing has 999 HP.
So that was enough to break your will. Come then, you must accomplish nothing but needlessly prolong your suffering. Game, please. So I joined Leo in design of this dungeon with this sad, somber music.
I think the cube thing is pretty cool.
Or as Amano put it, this Mario-looking level.
What type of Mario he playing?
I don't know. His description was, "We're back in the Mario level."
Not even ROM hacks. And believe me, I would know.
Back to the one side find this thing about a choice thing. Like, P1 has a dickhead choice thing where if you get one question wrong, you're automatically locked to a bad ending.
Oh, I like that.
But granted, it's also a case where the answer is so obviously wrong, there's no way for you to pick it. For Anthony's help, those are the 3 qualities by which I selected those coming from outside. You showed the most grounded of the 3. I would expect nothing less. In which case I was personally and directly test your power. Three qualities. Does she mean Senpai, Namatame, and Adachi? Nice, all those qualities in them. What kind of power does she have? Which I'm surprised reading interviews about P1. Alice thought that Alice assumed that more people actually get P1's bad ending. You know, the only time I ever heard anyone get that ending was because they picked the freaking bad option as a joke. Granted, it's a joke that bit them. But they're saying it'll be funny if I just pick this option. It allows to the bad ending, which is something you won't even know about until you get to the ending. And the game's like law either reload the earlier save or redo the entire game.
That's fine. I'll just do those 90 hours again.
I mean, P1's like maybe around like 30 to 40 hours.
That's still pretty fucking long.
Yep. That makes it worse. Imagine the people who got the earlier ending and then saved over their file. Just to find out they didn't actually get P4's true ending. Like imagine walking up to somebody, talking about P4's final boss, and it turns out you didn't actually get the final boss.
You're so cool, Senpai. Two enemies down.
Again, that's bad goodbye. That's bad goodbye.
But it's a mystery. Gotta use your noodle, says the internet.
Yeah, but you have no clues whatsoever.
Like, here's the thing. Thinking about the loose ends, that's one thing. Thinking about the loose ends of something could go in a June as of all places, that's another thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that the game, like,
tries to bait you.
Plans out, like, oh yeah, everything's perfectly fine now. So you'll think, oh, okay. Bit of a plot hole. Like, that's it. You'll just think it's like a plot hole or some shit. And you're like, oh, well, whatever. I'll just move on to the next game. Or you'll find out, oh no, you missed the whole dungeon and the actual final boss. We hid that behind an obscure-ass fucking thing. Why?
I'm glad you're now sharing some people's sentiments, which is this section of the game kind of brings P4 down.
Why? Especially when the game tried so fucking hard to bait you away from it.
You're on a roll, Senpai. 2 defeated. Now.
I just realized something.
What?
The song music is the same music in the bad endings.
Yeah, from the credits.
I didn't realize that.
The whole you murdered a guy credit ending.
Yep.
Watch yourself. Amazing, Senpai. 4 enemies defeated.
How's that cheese, Christian?
Yukiko Senpai, your defense is
Pretty
down.
good. Grit it up, throwing on some bread.
You want to do it again in P5 eventually?
We'll see how that pans out.
Or I could do different cheese. In P5, I got two different kinds of cheese. If you're still perturbed, after stepping this far into my realm, one had not the eyes to see things as they were, and failed to awaken to his power. One chose to avert his eyes from the truth and allowed evil to take his awakened power. But this one, he has come this far, yet still yearns for the truth. He still fights. Thinking not surprised by Senpai's power, even though she's the one who awakened it. You guess Senpai's power went beyond her expectations? My question is, did Namatame and Adachi get offered the development room?
Who knows?
I say this because Ultimax actually shows a character who potentially has the ability of the wild card, but they told Igor to go F off. So you can refuse to have Igor guide you.
5 enemies on the field. Watch yourself. 3 enemies defeated. You're so cool, Senpai.
It finally lands on all enemies, and of course, there's like 2 that don't die.
So I essentially remembered about the Persona Q games that freaking it's such a weird decision that basically makes elemental magic worthless in the Q games. And
What?
only in the Q games you learn skills that are essentially elemental for physical skills. And not only that, but in the Q games, those kind of skills also have splash damage, so it can also affect enemies near them. It is such a weird decision that basically makes physical attacks actually just completely overpowered. What do you oppose me? Not choose these pawns in jest. It was all see what mankind's wish for. Or that man gladly favors falsehood or truth. Those I sought to fulfill their desires by showing the word in fog. True, there's a lot of things that we don't see, and yeah, some of the things we prefer not to. But doesn't mean everyone wants to live blindly. Now he has it all wrong. We gotta end this. Like, physical attack, people tend to say, why would I ever pick a physical attack in a Persona game when the weakness system prefers, you know, a weakness? But it's like, that's because physical attacks always do more damage. But in the Q games, to also give them elemental affinities, literally makes magic worthless.
Yeah, hey. Is that another mini boss?
Yep.
Oh no!
That's what I can
thing again.
restrict your possession still within man's scope. You have surpassed me. Learn that.
No, not the fucking table again. I still remember the last time. Cheese the fuck out of this bitch. Why you know you can just miss because P4?
You can just miss because P4.
Last one. Go for it. There. So persistent.
Yep, it can be affected by physicals. Your PTSD kicked in on the sleeping table.
Listen. Fuck that thing, okay?
Everyone generally says that. I've seen some people defend the sleeping table.
Like, holy shit, talk about a spike. And then after that, it's like back to being easy again.
People defend it by saying that all you have to do is just turn the main character into the healer and have the AI deal the damage.
Senpai, that was so cool.
Which is a strat, and it's true. Doesn't mean it's a good idea to the boss spam Almighty 24/7.
Yeah. Especially that early in the game.
That's like mid-game.
That's still pretty early for Almighty spam. Like, I understand it popping up in like the last third, but halfway is still too early.
We don't want to be covered in fog. We sure don't. I know Nanako-chan would agree. That's the word do what you want, right, senpai? That reminds me. Hold on a second.